Yes, we are back on GBPCHF. Remember, we executed a trade on GBPCHF during the course of last week trading session, and we closed at around 65 pips thereabout when price action came back to our stop loss, and it appears that the trend to the upside is beginning to happen at the moment. So we are going to look at how we can take advantage of this opportunity to the upside. The first and first I've noticed on the daily time frame is this that we actually had a very strong impulse leg which began in December 2020, and price did a correction into this area, after which we'll be expecting price to go further up. So why is this so, and how did this happen? And if you zoom closely, we'll notice that we are actually in the demand zone around this area. Good, good. Demand zone around this area. Let me label this. Give me a moment. Demand zone. We're in a demand zone around this area. And if you notice very, very well, realize that this demand zone also shares a level with the supply zone that happened in the year 2020, between 2020 and early 2021. That was a supply zone. So what I'm trying to point out here is this: since price broke out of this supply zone, its price has actually come back to the supply zone with tendencies of buyers pushing price to the upside. So the supply zone appears to become the demand zone at this point in time. And why have I said that? If we look at it closely, we'll notice that price has been rejecting this level, this 1.21 level, um, since December last year. We can see at one point there was a rejection here, there was a rejection there, and another one here. And during the course of the first week of this month, we also have another one here, which is which gives me more more confirmation to a bullish momentum in the nearest future. So with this noticed on the daily time frame, if we move down to a much more lower time frame like the 1 hour time frame, let's zoom in and see what's happening. Um, we can see the evidence of a bullish trend line with the visual representation below the pivot low. Give me a moment. Let me just pull out my line chart. So we can see the visual representation of a trend line below the pivot lows since since the beginning of this month. Price has continued to find higher highs, and in this regard, so we want to look for an opportunity to buy this the pound against the 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 Swiss franc. So where is our key level at this point? Where should be our key level at this point? So if I pull out my line chart, and we identify the key level at 1.21700, which is around here, and my key level is always in gold. So let's give it a gold color here. Okay, so we have a key level at this point in time. So what the skill level does for us at this juncture is to guide us into not taking a trade that is not supposed to be taken. So with the key level at 1.217, so all buying opportunities should actually be above that level. And if you look at the level is right above the trend line, which is going to be our yardstick for a bullish trend continuation. So in this regard, I have placed the pending order at 1.21931 for my first position. After which, when I see how price responds or react to the situation, then I can later add position to this trade. So what I'm looking at is this: we are looking at we already have a breakout of that key level, and we are looking for a retest for a confirmation, after which you could see a trend to the upside. So we hope that price actually plays out as expected, and my position looks something like this. Let me pull this out. Okay, so I'm going to have something like this, and we're looking at 1.23 profit target, and that's around 130 pips thereabout approximately, with a stop loss of approximately 50 pips thereabout. That's ratio 1 to 3 risk to reward. And the reason why my take profit is at 1.233 is simply because if we go up to the daily time frame, we'll notice this area where we saw rejection in the month of March, where it appears that sellers are actually strong at that area. So if price finally gets to that level and probably past that level, then we could be looking for a rejection of that level to the upside in the future. But pending that time, we'll be looking at 136 pips for now, after which we see how price react to the situation at hand. So even at this point, it's actually good to take to enter a position, because one, we already witnessed a breakout of the key level here, and then there is also a rejection of the key level here. So which looks like this: breakout, a retest, then you can want to buy to the upside. So let's see how price plays out as I pause the video, and I'll give you a feedback as price action is being monitored. You can always check in the comment below, where I always give an update on what's actually happening in that particular trade. Thank you, and do have a wonderful day. Cheers.